Yo! Hey! Hi, my name is Alan Perez. I currently live in Marshall, Minnesota. This lesson is for week 1 of Introduction to Music Production that I am taking with Coursera.org. Today I will be going over and teaching how to record a bass guitar with an amplifier. There are many different setups for recording bass guitar with an amp. Today I will be going over 3 of the main setups that we can encounter when recording bass guitar with an amp. Now, the question many probably have is, well, why would I want to mess with an amp when I can connect my bass guitar to my interface? Well, when recording any instrument, it's important to be able to monitor your sound to make sure that your playing is correct. Unless your interface has a direct monitoring option, then it will be very difficult to hear yourself playing. These options will not only help you monitor your sound, but they'll help you color it as well. Our first option is the microphone method. First, a 1/4-inch TS cable is going to connect to the output of the bass guitar. Then, the other end will connect to your amp. You want to make sure that your volume is all the way down before making this connection. We want to avoid any clicking or popping with our gear. Next, a microphone is placed in front of the amp. Make sure to listen for the best location. An XLR from the microphone to the interface will complete the connection. Before the connection to the interface, make sure that your trim and your monitor speakers are all the way down. We want to avoid any clicking or popping. You'll adjust your levels as needed. This is a very common way to record. It's a great option for capturing the sound of an amp, and with this method, you also get the sound of the room. So, if your room isn't acoustically perfect, this might not be an option for you. There is a chance of feedback with this option, so you really want to be careful. Option 2, using amps line out. With this option, it's important that your amp has an available line out. We don't want to use any of the speaker outs as these can ruin your gear. First, a 1/4-inch TS cable is going to connect to the output of the bass guitar. The other end will connect to the amp's input. Before making the connection, make sure your volume is turned all the way down to avoid any clicking and popping. Second, we want to connect a 1/4-inch TS cable to the line out end of the amp and connect the other end to the interface. Before making this connection, make sure your trim is all the way down to avoid any clicking and popping. Please, please, please don't forget this. From here, you can adjust your levels. With this option of recording your bass guitar, you receive the tone from the preamp inside of the amp, and you're taking advantage of the line outs already embedded within the amp. Option 3, direct box method. This method is really preferred. It provides the cleanest signal to the interface, and yet you still have the ability to be able to monitor yourself. So here's how to do it. First, a 1/4-inch TS cable will connect to the output end of the bass guitar. The other end will connect to the input of the direct box. An XLR cable will connect to the direct box, and the other end will connect to your interface. Here you will adjust levels as needed. Now we'll go back to the direct box and we'll connect a 1/4-inch TS cable into the parallel out. The other end will connect to your bass amp. Here you will adjust levels as needed. This completes our signal chain. We could take it a step further though, and we can add a microphone to the amp. That way we have 2 signals going to your DAW. You can choose between the 2 that you record later. With this option, we're receiving a really nice clean signal, but we're also able to monitor ourselves while doing it. Hopefully, the options that I mentioned today can help you get going with recording some nice sweet bass grooves. I'd really like to hear some. If you have any questions or would like to know more about Coursera.org, go ahead and drop a comment down below and subscribe for more videos. I'll be posting videos once a week for the course that I'm taking here. See y'all next week.